All right, so I've been playing games so far today without recording sound. I'm going to put in sound later. I think you've already watched those videos, but now we're finally having a game where I can make noise in the house, so I shall. And one sec. Anyways, I've been playing really poorly today. I was uh, I was lost against Wavy earlier from I think a promising position where I just mixed up possible moves because I had checked one idea in three and I had checked a certain counter to it and decided it was fine for me, but then I put a different card in three and hadn't rechecked the line. That was just messy. I ended up escaping with a tie, but it was very, very bad move. Here in the last game against Tezuka, the first one, I got in trouble and calculated my way out of it, but put together a bad hand, which, happens when you're card selecting. It's fine. But I think my first move kind of was a little bit hopeful. Like, I had seen his reply in two and sort of decided, well, I hope I'll figure something out against it. And maybe if I didn't have any other ideas, that's okay, but it seemed pretty suspicious. And then I did calculate my way out, but just barely. And then in the second game, he had a really bad random, and I think I played well there. I think I applied some pressure, but he really nicely managed to level off the position. And then in the third game, I played a hand that was, given the steps, a little similar to a hand I really like using with Yuna and some 766 type cards. But that hand, the main issue with it is you can run out of left right power. And here I didn't. Alright, that can't be recaptured from 4. So can he combo any way I can capture it? Not quite. But the only way I can that he can't combo is 7494, and he can take that with a 5198 and potentially lock in. Do I have any good moves after that? I don't think so. So it's a little tricky for me to take, specifically because I have a problem in 2. I also can't take from 4. But 2 seems to me the problem square. Now, he's going to have the combos no matter what if I some point go in 2. But actually, no, I was thinking I could play 3769 because 6578 combos it, but 5198 combos it too. Alright, so that's just a problem. I don't have any safety myself. Can they go in too comfortably after, or can I discourage them? Kind of comfortable. I could block 3. Try to set up an L that way. If I block 3 and they play in 2 with a 9 facing down, I don't have any ways to set up against it. So I'd need a really good move in 6, but I don't seem likely to have one. Good starter. Good starter. Those 8765s are so strong. They don't have much redundancy. Now, one thing I see is left they have 2 8s, and my 7593 could sort of cover those. And they have 6s that my 5956 could kind of cover. They have 1 6. and their 7 I can't really touch so well, but maybe I can play against that. I gotta play against something. Oh, the 5-9, 5-6 has decent coverage of that too. So if I stuck something in 9, it might be a little hard for them to play near. I might be able to pose some problems. It's annoying though, because they're likely to block 2, and I don't have something particularly appealing to put in 3. But maybe I'll have a way to play... Maybe I'll have a way to play 6 there. So if I have a double capture in 5, say with 8, 9, 1, 5, that could be decent. So maybe 7, 4, 9, 4, and 9. That's a card that didn't come up in any of the lines is one I need to hold on to. There is a point that against 5, 1, 9, 8, and 6 it has the combo back, but it can be comboed back in turn in 2. I have trouble at the end there, so I think we'll try that. Reason I'm preferring this to 8, 9, 1, 5 is both that 8, 9, 1, 5 in one line I thought about lands in 5, and secondly, that, what was it? Well, this is a more redundant card, right? It's just weaker. I think I had another reason too. Oh, the reason's not very good. My other reason was if they go in 2 and I go in 3 with a 9 down, if I have an 8 facing up, I've set up their 6, 5, 7, 8. But their 6, 5, 7, 8 covers the 9s anyway. So, is it a big deal? Probably not. Let's try it. Alright. Gonna check my chat messages. Got tagged in Wise Tourneys. But yeah, like I was saying, it's been a very suspicious day for my play. And I wasn't even doing commentary while playing, so I don't have my typical excuse. Yeah, so disaster against Wavy, sort of a disaster game 1 against Tezuka. Wasn't able to apply significant pressure game 2 with a better random. Game 3, I completely collapsed. On move 5, well, first of all, the hand has a side-to-side weakness, as I was saying, and I didn't adequately consider the weakness. And then, potentially worse, on move 5, I had multiple paths to a tie, and ended up spending all my time on a move that, sorry, responding to a message. On a move that, did tie, but I decided didn't. And I think this was kind of the same mistake I made against Wavy, because he had 3 different cards if I played the move I wanted to play in 4. He had 3 different cards he could play in 7, and each one worked a little differently. And I kept, like, in my calculations, letting him replay a card he'd already played, because I didn't firmly kind of divide it into doing each one. And yeah, just spent all my time on a move that didn't work, then had an idea in 3 that also didn't work, spent much of my time, had an idea in 3 that also didn't work, and ended up playing a move, and then checked 2, and couldn't get that to work, though I think that might have worked as well. And then just played a card in 6 that I knew was losing. So, really bad run, really poor calculation, and not seeing ideas quickly or smoothly. So this is very worrying coming into Triad Wars for me. I think I really have to, I don't know. It's hard to say what makes you in your best form, because sometimes you're playing a lot and it doesn't change your form. I think usually when I play more, it's better, that I gotta play some open games. But I also think I was really enthusiastic at the start of the return, and that made the games I was playing more useful for getting into form. because I really wanted to think about and explore things. And now I'm, at the moment, finding thinking about moves more stressful and often just making a move that, like, I feel like should be all right. And so far, actually, every move I've made like that has been all right, and I was let down in the other games by calculation, not by kind of fundamentals, which is worrying in its own right. So I got a bunch of things to work on. Hopefully we can be better here. Sorry, trying to organize a lot of games today. Today's a very active day, trying to catch up on all the games I haven't been playing, but it is better to space them out. Because you stay in form better. I really do have a serious left issue. What a hand. So, okay. My main idea was stick something in 3, induce them to go 2, induce them to go 6. My two ideas are 3 and 6. If we stick something in 3, we sort of threaten to go like 3, 7, 6, 9, and 6. Do we even? If they play something like 7, 8, 5, 6, and 8, we actually don't. That's troublesome. Okay, I like the idea of 6 more. I think it is a more forcing way to get there. Because 6 makes 3 high value. For instance, let's say I go 7, 5, 9, 3, and 6. I threaten a pretty severe plus in 3. They could go 8. They could go 8. And then they have both 5 and 3. So I can't force them that way. What I really want to do is I want to go in 6 such that I force 3, and then I can play 8, 9, 1, 5 in 5. And then I think I have ties, because if they go 8, they either have like 7, 8, 5, 6 left, in which case I can play 5, 9, 5, 6, and 7, or they have like 6, 5, 7, 8 left, in which case I can play 3, 7, 6, 9 in 4 to tie. Because we're obviously just trying for ties here. So 7, 5, 9, 3, and 6, but I think they just go 8, and then 6, 5, 7, 8 has every square. But I have a plus and 7, plus wall and 7. Maybe I could make that work. But I don't think so. Which cards end up as mine? No, I don't think that works. Okay, so that's very suspicious. Not a great hand. Not a great hand. You can also go 8. With what? I don't really know. Alright, the other idea was 3. Now the upside of 3, of like 7, 5, 9, and 3, say we're going for the same thing, is if we can induce 6, 5, 7, 8 out of their hand, I think we get a better version. So if we go 7, 5, 9, 3, and 3, and they take it, they have one way to take it, 6, 5, 7, 8, and 6, we can play 8, 9, 1, 5, and 5, and we will be up 6-4 technically, though the raw score doesn't really matter. And I think that is a tie. I think we get the tie there. So they probably can't take it immediately. That gives some play. I guess that's the try. Like I said though, I sort of see an idea and then play it, and I should keep thinking. So let's try to do better things. If they go in 8, they can just grab the card in 9. I'm not stopping them. I can probably play. If they go 8, I can probably play 7. I think I can play that plus wall. So they've gone, say, 7, 8, 5, 6, and 8. They have the same of 6, 5, 7, 8, and 5. And then I have 5, 9, 5, 6, and 4. And I think I get a tie, because I have 1, 3, 4, and 7. Alright. I checked 2 critical lines. They can also go 4. That's probably very annoying, but what are we going to do? I think it is a real threat to play in 6 myself. I think 6 is a valued square. I'm going to be playing Zoom after this, so really playing a lot today. And not playing all that well. But obviously these are very tough opponents. Like, I tend to think 3 and 6 are the best squares in these formations. Obviously, I would love to play in 4, but I don't have 4. I thought 5 gave far too many options and tools to him. I need something that clarifies the game, because something like 5, if it happens to hold, there are so many ideas he has that it's so hard to identify which card should go there. I didn't check 7. 7, if it creates a threat in 4, can be a worthy idea. Maybe there was a case for starting with 8, 9, 1, 5, and 7. I didn't really consider that. They have the threat in 8, but I have the threat in 4. If they take from 4, I guess I have to take back with 5, 9, 5, 6, and I probably just lose there, so it's probably no good. Because 5, 1, 9, 8 will be a good sweeper on the other side. But 5, 1, 9, 8 is what they'd need to take with it. So maybe I hold there? I'm not sure. I'm not getting clarity from my calculations these days. What else is going on? So I didn't like 5. I didn't really check 7, though it does make some sense here. I think... I mean, if you don't have 4, the first square I usually check is 3. And then 6. I like 6 more than 8 just because I feel like 6 is more forcing. But here I don't feel like 6 was forcing. I feel like because 6, they had such a good move in 3, and they could set up to have a good move in 5, when they control those 2 squares better than I do, I'm not really forcing the action. They have first turn, so they're going to have last turn, so they can just play to leave those open, and I'm in trouble. That was a weird reload of the page. I noticed something while doing this. I reload the page a ton more when recording while talking. Because if I'm not talking while recording, I'll do a lot more chatting with other people and not feeling like I'm forgetting to speak and leaving you bored out of your mind. But if I'm recording and talking, I'll just be here clicking my my mouse pad waiting for it to reload. So, yeah. This is a tough spot. My sole idea is this 8, 9, 5, 1, and 5 plan. So one line, 5, 1, 9, 8, and 6. He goes up 6, 4. I take two things. I go up 6, 4. He goes in 8 with 7, 8, 5, 6. It's 5, 5. I win there with 3, 7, 6, 9, and 4. So the 8915 is my key card. It has to do two things. One, it has to have that double capture in 5, and 2, it has to not be comboed on the backside, but also has to be pretty easily recapturable by me. That is a lot to ask. But I think it might be pulling it off. Might be pulling it off. Tezuka very nicely held a rough random in the first game. I cannot complain that, like, oh, my terrible random luck. Like, I had quite good random luck, and he played very nicely. And here, I'm having pretty bad random luck, but hopefully I can hold it. I'm scared of 4, scared of 8. I'm not so scared of 6. I think I'm okay against 6. Maybe I should be scared of 5, but I never am. And I'm not scared of 7. Actually, 5's kind of scary. Because 5 kind of guarantees I go 6 and they go 8, and they will be up 6-4 at that point, right? It's like the lines where I block 5, except they made sure they get the card in 2, I get the card in 3. And it should be similar, but they get to control what card is in 5, so maybe they can set up to play better off it, or give me harder ways to take it than with the backside of my 8915, which is very easy for me to take if needed. So maybe 5 is a better version of 6. That'd be interesting. Five, 1, 9, 8, and 5 actually gives me the weird plus and 8, but it just doesn't matter because it doesn't combo anything. Reloading. Yeah, I will have to play better and try it worse. But of course, losing to Tezuka is, no shame at all. I just really do not like losing. That said, we might survive this one. Okay, they went fancy. Alright. What's the most basic move I can make? 3, 7, 6, 9, and 6. Though notably, they gave up their capture in 6. They gave up their capture in 6. But I'm still going to check that first. 3, 7, 6, 9, and 6. If they go in 8 with 7, 8, 5, 6, their last card has no right power at all, so I can play 8, 9, 1, 5 in 5, and I tie. If they go 5, 1, 9, 8, and 6, they didn't take the card, it's still 5, 5. I can still play... Actually, then I should probably go 5, 9, 5, 6, and 5, take the same, and I actually win there, though obviously they're never making that move. If they go in 5 with 7, 8, 5, 6, I take that from 8 and I win 6, 4. If they go in 5 with 5, 1, 9, 8, I just play an 8 and I tie. If they go in 4 with 7, 8, 5, 6, I think basically everything ties. Funniest tie, probably 5, 9, 5, 6, and 5, because their 5, 1, 9, 8 doesn't actually take anything in 8. And if they go 5, 1, 9, 8, and 4, I can play 8, 9, 1, 5, and 5. It double captures, and we tie. So I believe 6 is a tie. I'm going to now double check that because I really don't want to start looking at other stuff and not be sure if that's a tie. So 3, 7, 6, 9 in 6. If they put any card in 5, I can definitely tie from 8. There is no card in 5 that forces me to combo stuff I don't want to, so I'll have the cards in the right and bottom locked up. So that I at least tie. If they go in 8 with 7, 8, 5, 6, I just have to take something because 5, 1, 9, 8 is dead in 4, and I can. If they go in 8 with 5, 1, 9, 8, they didn't take something, it is 5, 5. I can actually same that, and I'm definitely safe. If they go in 4 with 7, 8, 5, 6, I can just block 5. 5, 1, 9, 8 is dead. If they go in 4 with 5, 1, 9, 8, I have the double capture. They do not have a combo in 8. They did not set that up, so we're good. Okay, so that definitely ties. Do we have more than a tie? Honestly, is it worth looking? Maybe. Because 8, 9, 1, 5 actually gets me a structural advantage, and they do not have a punish in 6. So 8, 9, 1, 5, and 5 puts me up 6, 4, and they are remarkably weak in 6, right? If they ever have to play 6 as their last move, they're in trouble. So 8, 9, 1, 5, and 5. If they go, for instance, 7, 8, 5, 6 in 4, that puts, it's 5, 5, I double capture in 8, they only single capture at the end, I win. If they go 5, 1, 9, 8 in 4, I play an 8 and I win. If they go in 8, they double capture, but I have set up a plus in 4 with 3, 7, 6, 9, and 4. And I think I win against either card in 8. Yeah, I think I beat both cards in 8. So if they have to go in 6 immediately, they don't have a card that has the double capture in 4. So I think I can just go like 5, 9, 5, 6, and 8. I will be up 7, 3. Does 8, 9, 1, 5, and 5 win? Is this a miracle? I think this wins. Alright, can it possibly lose? Do they have some combo I'm not seeing? In 6, 7, 8, 5, 6, 16, 15, 12, 18. Nothing. 5, 1, 9, 8. 14, 17, 16, 11. Nothing. What about in 8? 8, 9, 1, 5 goes in 5. In 8, the 7, 8, 6, 5, 6 adds up to 8, 11, 12, 15. Nope. The 5, 1, 9, 8 adds up to 6, 5, 13, 19. Nope. And in 4, the 7, 8, 5, 6, 15, 13, 11, 16, the 5, 1, 9, 8, 13, 6, 15, 14. I think there's a miracle here. This is, he went fancy, but... Because 6 is dead, right? I almost didn't check this. That's a very bad sign. That is a very bad sign. Oh, what a weird time we live in. I just don't trust my calculations right now, so I can't confidently say this is a win because everything has gone weird. Sorry, I realize this is boring for you, just talking to Smokes. Oh, what a weird game. What a weird day. Very lucky against Wavy. Lucky game 1 against Tezuka. Outplayed game 2. Outplayed. And just bad game 3. This one, if I had lost, wouldn't be near as bad because this hand, I think, is just really difficult to play. But I think I snuck out a win. Just so strange. Good form this game, though. I took more time instead of immediately playing 3 when it was the only idea I had. I checked at least a little of 4 and some other ideas. I had time to use. I clearly hadn't seen everything. I used a little more of it. Not all of it, but a little more. I played a reply to the starter that had some common sense to it. I think it was a really tough spot, and I found a move where at least it created some little challenge for them that they couldn't immediately get rid of on the next move. And my move in 3, I did the extra thinking, and here I found the tie in 6. I made sure it was a tie, and then I looked for other options. And I think this is all good form. But, man, the underlying skill level here is pretty suspicious. I also think I did a decent job playing against the directional weakness. Getting rid of cards that would play even worse than the other cards. Yeah, this is a game I'm lucky to get a tie. Very weird game. He has been congratulatory in the chat. He was having trouble actually finding ties against my move in 3. I think just going 6 did get the tie, but I get why he could be scared about 5. Yeah, weird game. Weird game. All we can do is try to take the opportunities that come our way. I think both of us in the last 2 games of this match took a position that was a little more complicated than we expected it to be, because I thought I had a pretty good position after move 3 in the last game, and did not handle the pressure on move 5. And that's something we should be doing. Or, I'd like to be doing, let's say. But, So the match is now tied 1-1 somehow, and we live to fight another day. I won because at this point we have agreed it is going to be my win. We have won one of my random sets, lost the other, and we have won one of my random sets, tied the other, lost one of his sets, tied the other. I think for overall win equity, this is probably actually good for me. I should be pretty happy with it because now I have a little more time to have adjusted to the set and can hopefully like not put together a hand that has the weakness my initial try did. So I should find this game to send to the chat because I have it on a different computer when I send to the chat because the computer I record with is not connected to Discord. What chat is it? You haven't seen all games. I gotta reply to too many things. Move order 1, 9, 2, 3, 7, 5, 8, 4, 6. And so I will go play Zoom. Gotta respond to messages, but we can call this the end of a video. Weird game.